1 month to 2 months. Gross motor sub-skill. A child lying on his or her stomach can lift her head for 45 degrees for 3 seconds. 2. Rattle test and judgment criteria. Lay the child on his or her stomach with elbows bent and palms down. Pass. The child is able to lift his or her head to 45 degrees for 3 seconds. Fine motor sub-skill. Looks at the toy and then watches as it passes to midline of the child's body. 2. A red flannel ball. Test and judgment criteria. 1. Lay the child on his or her back. Examiner holds the ball 30 centimeters above the center of the child's face. 2. Alert the child to look at the red flannel ball. 3. Examiner moves the ball from side to side, passing the center of the child's face. Pass. The child is able to look at and follow the ball, passing the midline of the body, the whole time without looking away. Receptive language sub-skill. Looks for 5 seconds at a person talking. Objective. Test the ability to listen and pay attention to sound. Test and judgment criteria. 1. Lay the child on his or her stomach or hold the child 60 centimeters away, facing examiner. 2. The examiner talks to the child when the child isn't looking at the examiner. Pass. The child turns to stare at the examiner for at least 5 seconds. Objective. Strengthen relationship between the child and parents or caregivers. Expressive language sub-skill. Makes throaty sounds clearly. R, or, Test and judgment criteria. The examiner, 60 centimeters from the child, listens to the sounds that the child makes or asks the parents whether the child is able to make R, or sounds. Pass. The child is able to make R, or sounds clearly. Personal and social sub-skill. Smiles or makes sounds in response to being smiled at or talked to. Test and judgment criteria. The examiner lays the child on the back and moves his or her face closer to the child, smiles and talks to the child, but doesn't touch the child. Pass. The child is able to smile, making sounds in response to the examiner.